Well, it actually goes back quite a long way. So I was on the board of the BBC, and I was pretty much the only technical qualified board member, and they had a little bit of a problem. So what was happening was that the various celebrities' salaries were appearing in the newspapers and the tabloids. And so I was asked to look at, how this information was getting out. And at the time, people thought about cybersecurity as being about having a wall. And you had a big, strong wall, and you kept the bad guys out. And what became apparent from my BBC problem was that the problem wasn't the people on the outside; it was some people on the inside. And whether they were nefarious or just gullible and being misled by people, that's how the information was getting out. And that lesson, which was a very practical one, made it clear to me that you have to assume that the threat is already in there. It's on the inside, the insiders. And another way of looking at this, I was on holiday in Italy, in sort of Tuscany, with those beautiful hill towns. And they all have a wall around them and gates and everything. But the reason they're beautiful is that they really stopped developing, at the end of the sort of 1600s. And then you go back to modern Milan, which is the most vibrant city. The walls are still there, but they've knocked holes through them, so freeways through them and everything. And it's a very important analogy for what's going on. If you want to be successful in the digital world, what you have to do is be interconnected. You have to have people coming in and out all the time, and you can't control who's in. If it was a castle, you open your gates every morning and everyone comes in. So the model, which is very different, is that you think about the threat's already in. How do you deal with it? And that was really what led to the idea of Darktrace. And then when we looked at the technology and the AI to see if that was possible to make it, and Jack Stockdale, who's now the CTO of Darktrace, came and did work on that idea. And of course, the interesting thing about it is that my background is a very strange one, in that I did at Cambridge both advanced physics and biochemistry as part of the system they have there. And so I looked at this and I thought, well, this is the immune system. You're talking about something which is inside and is looking for things it's never seen before, doing things they shouldn't. And that was the positioning which has obviously led to Darktrace. So I explained that to everyone. The people from the intelligence world immediately understood this. They were dealing with the operational problems, a bit like my BBC one as well. And so that's really how the Darktrace idea was born. And of course, it's turned out to be incredibly successful.